Hi everyone, I think I'm live. Looking at my screen here because I've put my camera in the window so it's not moving when I touch my desk here. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Please comment if the picture is okay and the sound is coming through. Let's get this show on the road. There's two watching now, so thanks so much for tuning in now or afterwards, because this is going to be published on my YouTube channel, and then it's there forever, so you can go back to watch it or come in at any time to watch it later on. Having my sort of third cup of coffee this morning. I have a shit ton of work to do today, catching up with new arrivals, pricing, and putting out there. So it's going to be a blast working the space cave today. But as I was sort of writing down notes about what to talk about today on Shop Talk, I got a message from Stefan Dimle. As you may or may know, I think I told it the last Friday, that I'm doing another exclusive on, and this time on for Mellotronen Records again, and Stefan Dimle. So the last time I did, when he put Outsiders out, I did that 50 copies, numbered edition, and in my own splatter kind of color. We are doing it again with Marsfolket, a Swedish supergroup of sorts, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that soon. I'm just waiting so that as many as possible can get in and watch it, because this morning when I wrote notes for my Shop Talk, Stefan Dimle wrote to me and said that he had just put up a promo for the release, a promo video, one song. The promo is 3 minutes long, and there's, I think, as much information in that promo video as you need. He sent me the text for the booklet, but I didn't have time to read it. So maybe next Friday I can share some more information about that. But needless to say, I'm super excited for this, and I've listened to the song now 3 times, watched the promo 3 times, and it's a banger. So I'm gonna show you the promo live here on my stream. Hopefully, StreamYard is with me, and because I've never done that before, so I have to share my screen, and but bear with me. Other than that, I'm gonna show you some recent vinyl finds. It's just like half new and half used records. Some are really cool, and some are stuff that I don't usually sort of collect or buy to sell. So yeah, I think you are going to appreciate this sort of diversity in that. And obviously, Lance and Daniel, I talked to Daniel at RidingEasy Records yesterday. We talk almost every day now, and they are still safe in LA. I don't know today, I didn't read the news today about the condition of the fires in Los Angeles, but I mean, even if they put out the fires, it's going to take years to build up, and so many homes destroyed. So I think I was thinking of doing something to contribute to, doing my part. But the best thing you can do if you want to help out, I think, is to just go to Permanent Records Instagram channel. He is donating 25% of everything that he sells right now, directly to a sort of community that helps the people that lost their homes and families in crisis. So he puts out like, I don't know, 50 records a day on his Instagram, and you just call dibs if you want it, and he sends it to you. If there's anything I can do to help to get it here, if you buy something like this week, let me know. Maybe we can sort out like getting them in the package that comes to me in a few weeks, yeah, PM me in that case, and we'll figure something out. But I want to help, but I don't know really what to do. I'm just really happy that the few people I know in that area is safe, like Daniel and Lance and Adam, also from Ancient Greece. So yeah. Let's see here. Some comments. Ragcraft Vinylist, hi. Always nice to see you. Morning, Jonas. Picture good. Okay, nice. I had some comments last time that it's not as good as it used to. Oh, sounds good too. Great. But the new camera that I have for streaming is actually just a webcam. So it sort of, it's a 4K webcam, and StreamYard with this sort of cheap version only streams in 720 or something like that. But anyway, I think that I have some work to do with the focus, but compared to the built-in camera in my MacBook, this is much better. But this doesn't take away the sort of the regular camera work that I do with my recent final finds and all those sort of topics that I talk about in my video. This is mainly and mostly for the streams. So I have another camera for that. So I'm comparing this with the built-in on my MacBook, and I think this is much better and also sounds better. So cheers. I won't drag this out too long. I mean, let's see here. 6 in. Yeah, just write comments whenever you feel like it, if you have questions and stuff like that. And let's go into to showing some the artwork of my next exclusive, the record that Mellotron Record is putting out. And then we go on to watching the promo, shall we? So give me just a minute here to see if I can share my screen. Yeah, let's try this. Bam. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't need to be that big. Okay, so this is the cover artwork for the next project. It's called Marsfolket, and as you can see, it's Linder, Hagström, Klabbe, Schaffer, Schiffs, and Brunkert. And maybe it's a little too small to actually see there, but this is actually called one of the first real super groups in Sweden. So this was recorded. Recorded 1971. I think maybe the promo will say otherwise, but I think it's 1971. And it's like 6 people from some of the most popular groups in Sweden in the late 60s, I think, mid to late 60s, and also some of the best sort of musicians and also studio musicians that were on the circuit in that time period. So awesome. Marsfolket, if I understood correctly, only put out one 7-inch single, and that is fairly popular. I'm really looking for that now, so I don't want to talk too much about it because I really want to get one before everyone scoops it out. So yeah, just like I did with the Outsiders singles, this is much cheaper. So hopefully I can get a copy of that. And I think not as rare. But they only released one single, and nothing more happened. I think that they did one tour 1 year. I think that the booklet will tell you all the information about the music and musicians and the tour and the recording that they did. But it's the stuff that I've heard up till now is just insanely good, like really good. And please comment, because I'm thinking of, like, I can't really put my finger on what group in the UK that I'm thinking about when I hear it. The sort of the vocals reminds me of something. Björn Skifs, I think, in this song does the lead vocals, and has a really nice hard vocal. I have to say, like, Janne Schaffer's guitar playing is some of the best I've ever heard him play. It feels really almost jammy and improvised, I think is the wrong word, but listen also to the drums and the bass. I mean, these are guys that knows their shit, you know. So let's get into the promo, shall we? So brace yourselves, get a cup of coffee. No, it's too late. You don't have time to get a cup of coffee. Let's remove that. Stop screen. Okay, share screen. Let's see if I can put up the promo. Man, this will be such a waste of time if I can't play this live. Okay, I think you see that. So let's get into it. Let me know in the comments if there's no sound from the actual video, okay? Because that's fairly important. Find a place, back to yesterday. Can I ever try to forget you? So baby, if I got no peace, I'm gonna break my heart if I get you. What is that got to be so sad? 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 Okay, sorry for that. Let's see if I can change so the sound comes from the computer instead of the shit. Settings maybe, yeah, settings, audio maybe, mic, speaker, mic. Let's see, mic for built-in virtual, built-in. I don't know if it helps to just turn up the volume. Let's see here. I see that Stefan is in the house. Hi, Stefan. Thank you so much for joining and commenting. Just put down your comments. I'm going to turn up the volume, see if it helps. Okay, so let me know. Find a place, went back to yesterday. Can I ever try to forget you? Somewhere, baby, if I got love and peace, I'm gonna break my heart if I get you. What has love got to be so sad? 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 I'm gonna bring a change to you. I go on the way, I ran a song to sing. I can't keep singing about you. To be so sad. What has love got to be so sad? What has love got to be so sad? What has love got to be so sad? So sad. What has love got to be so sad? What has love got to be so sad? What has love got to be so sad? When are you gonna see what a beautiful thing I mean? Not only break the love that I say, stop running away. Never let it get you play. I can't go on living without you. What has love got to be so sad? What has love got to be so sad? So yeah, that sucked. I'm sorry for that. As Stefan says, I bet that that the sound quality was just fucked up. But hopefully I got your interest in this. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel as like, I think it's going to go up like a YouTube short maybe, or if it's too long, it's a regular sort of video. But you can watch it that with better sound quality afterwards. And obviously on Instagram and so forth also. Fuck. I heard myself on my phone. Okay, this is embarrassing. Okay, yeah. So you have to link directly to your channel. Yeah, I downloaded it as a MP4, so I ripped the shit out of your channel, Stefan. So I have the raw file. I'll put it up in better quality. I promise. So yeah, super excited about that. It's going to be 50 copies again in my own color. Stefan is doing, I think you have to correct me if I'm wrong here, Stefan, but 500 black, 500 in a color, or 450 maybe, and then I do 50 in my own exclusive color with an OB strip and numbered edition as the last time. And I think I talked with Stefan yesterday, but I think it's the same price point, so we can have the same price as last time. So that hasn't gone up. So yeah, it's my third exclusive that I'm doing now, and I'm just like super stoked about that. Pre-orders will go up as soon as possible, so you just stay tuned. But I'm streaming every Friday, so I'm, as soon as there's any news about this, obviously I'll talk about it here on Shop Talk, and just go follow me on Instagram, where I put up all news collecting and shop related. So yeah, I hope you liked that, the small snippet that you heard, and I'll link down below also to first Stefan's and then to my own. So put it up on YouTube, so you can watch it over there. So yeah, I think I'll leave that and go into the recent vinyl finds that I found for sort of the shop that I'm putting up for sale in sort of a near future when I'm done all housekeeping. It's like chaos. It's been chaos since I moved in here. There's records everywhere. And I have records coming in from Gershon. Hopefully they will arrive this Monday. So all pre-orders for the January releases will go out maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. And if there's anything you want except for that, just put in your orders now, and I'll send them along with the pre-orders from Gershon. So yeah, some records. I love showing records, and I know that people love just me showing records, talking about records then. And so let's go into that. This is one that I'm putting up for shop. This is a classic. This on the Rolling's Way Out West. Japanese press, I think mid-70s maybe, something like that. Sounds like a dream. Really, really good, in great condition. It's a little bit of discoloring on the cover, but I've had this in my own collection for many years now. So I'm putting that up in shop. Can't keep everything, right? Got a big pile of different sort of folk records that I haven't really checked out myself. So these are records that I can't really talk about music because I don't know much about it. But I know about the musicians and I respect them a lot. So I thought like I got a great deal on these, so I could sell them in the shop. So I thought like, yeah, why not? Renbaum and Young, 2 LP set. Never seen this, but to be fair, I haven't really searched for it, so maybe it's super common. There's also Renbaum Group, the Enchanted Garden. Nice photos of the personnel there. I don't know. I was playing on this one. Jack, Tony Robbins. Kind of whistle. If you know that, let me know. Fearless by Family. This is a very common record. Pretty nice shape. I don't have to clean it, but don't have that in my collection actually. let's see here. Moving on, this is I'm contemplating keeping this in my own collection. So I'll put it up in shop. If no one buys it, then I'll put it in my shelf, I guess. This is the grease band on Harvest. Pretty nice condition. It's not an expensive record at all. I don't think so. So yeah, there it is. I sampled it. It sounds really nice. So it's going to be cool to play it in shop today while I vacuum. Okay, more jazz. This is 7 pieces, the Jim Joffrey 3. It's very popular now with the OGCs, you know, the original jazz classics and stuff like that. I think this is one of those from late 70s, early 80s, maybe. And I can't really say that I'm a huge Jim Joffrey fan, but I have 2 records. This was really good. Like, Jim Hall plays guitar on this. He does an incredible job. One of the best guitars I've ever heard him play on this. It's like, it really shines on the 3-piece band kind of outfit. But yeah, let me know if you have any more suggestions on where to go with Jim Hall. This is Johnny Hodges, Big Sound. It's in great condition. I don't think that many people are super interested in this. With the Ellington Men, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the music, nothing wrong with the musicians. It's just like, it's not, this music isn't that popular, you know. You have to give it away. It feels like that anyway. Got a really nice UK first press of Soft Machine's third, one of the best records ever. Amazing record that I cleaned and putting up for sale also. It's really nice. And then we have, let's see here, this is Morrison Hotel. Does anyone remember this? Let's see if you can see that. You see that sticker? Some of you old guys out there that I believe, I've seen this many times before. I believe that was a sticker you put on the covers to sort of say that you cleaned it with a solution of sorts that nowadays is just like super hard to get rid of. But this I've had this in my collection, so this is my own copy that I'm putting up for sale. It sounds great. So nice one. One of my favorite Doors records. I don't know, everyone's talking about LA Woman, and maybe that is the best one, but so many great tracks on this. I think I played this the most of all the Doors records, actually. Did it more raw and bluesy. Yeah, one more, and then I'll go to the comments, see if you have asked any questions or just shouted out some profanities, and we'll go to the rest. Genesis Nursery Crimes. This is like a classic. I don't think it's a first press or anything. It's just a run-of-the-mill press, but it's like one of those core records that doesn't cost much and in great condition. They sound good, and some of the best music ever made. If you're a prog fan, but who isn't? Like, everyone's a prog fan nowadays. Not like the 70s when you had to hide the prog records from buddies. Yes, this is good. I had a co-worker actually that told me about this. Stjärnupslottet show at SVT reached over 2 million views last Saturday when Janne Schaffer was the main star. I mean, Janne Schaffer, the guitarist from Marsfolket. I mean, what an institution of music in Sweden. I mean, in one sense, he's bigger than ABBA because he's played on everything. And I'm so happy that I could do the interview with him or the sort of the conversation that we had. So go back and watch that. I think I did like 2 years ago now, something like that. It would be nice to do a follow-up, especially now with Marsfolket. He's just the greatest guy, and he's out there playing his heart out. I mean, 364 days a year. It seems like that anyway, if you follow him on Instagram or Facebook. So he plays in churches, on big stages. He has his tour right now. It's just insane. And if you go back and just look at his backlog on recordings he have done on, you can go on Discogs, you know, it's like crazy. So it's not surprising that entire hour of primetime TV in Sweden with where Janne Schaffer gets to talk about his sort of life and music career get a lot of views. It's cool. It's awesome that they did it. He deserves all respect in the world. So yeah, just shoot me questions and I'll answer them. I'll keep on showing the records that I have up for sale. Genesis again, trade. I've never thought of this like one of the best Genesis records, to be honest. Like I know a lot of people hail this, but in a way I just like scuffed away the non-Peter Gabriel era, and I tried sort of the 80s Genesis material. It's just not for me. But this is just the first one that Phil Collins had the main vocals on. And maybe I should give it another go. Again, classic, doesn't cost much, you know. It's just like if you don't have it, if you're a prog fan going into this hobby, I guess that is like one of the almost essential records to grab, just because it's not super expensive. This I got this on pure chance. No, I have no idea about this. Haven't heard it. But I'm really looking forward to doing that. This is the Shipbuilder. If anyone knows anything about this, comment. Bob Press or Pess and Nick Strutt. Shipbuilder. Yeah. Bob Pegg. Is that Pegg? That's not an E. Anyway, there's the guys there. But got it for what I think is a great price anyway. I have no idea. I'm just throwing out music for anyone to buy and enjoy, I guess. The Transatlantic label is one of the most beautiful. Love it. It's great. So that's up. Also, and this is a little bit more known, I think. This is Fairport Convention. Baba Combi Lee. Comes with an insert. So yeah, this is also one that I'm going to play today. Just have to clean it first. I got that's also some. It's not shop news at all. It's channel news. But anyway, I got your attention. I got contacted by a company called Vivor. They do a lot of like kitchen stuff, and they are deep into the sort of ultrasonic game. But when it comes to cleaning, you know, dentists' tools and jewelry and stuff like that, so they have different sort of sizes of ultrasonic cleaners. And for many years, people have bought their ultrasonic cleaners and done some sort of DIY like machines that, so you can actually clean your records in those sort of ultrasonic cleaners. So now they understood that is a thing, so they built one of their sort of their own. So you get sort of the tub, and you get a machine that rotates several records, according to them, like 4 records, I think. So very affordably, you get an ultrasonic cleaner. So they contacted me on Instagram, said that I had a bunch of followers. They put out a lot of demands, and then they asked me if I could review it on my channel, and I said yes, because I have a pretty good knowledge of ultrasonic cleaners. I've tested most of them and came up with my own conclusion. And I'm extremely skeptical of this, extremely skeptical. So there is maybe 20 YouTubers out there doing reviews of this machine, and they have hailed it just because of the affordability. So yeah, I'm very skeptical. Let's see. I may be the first channel that actually talks bad about it, but we'll see. So that's coming up. I'm doing that this weekend. I'm reviewing it and evaluating. Hey Jonas, nice of you to drop by. Always a pleasure. Yeah, Stefan is in the house. It's like having like Gandalf the White in the audience. Feels like that anyway. Okay, so next one I also got for the shop to send Denny and the Straubs classic. I think that this is one of those reissues that Hannibal put out because they have the barcode, and I have like, I think it's Richard Thompson B-sides and outtakes or something like that from the 80s that Hannibal put out. Can't remember what it's called, but it's a great comp. If I remember correctly, the sound quality is just so on that one. So we'll see how this sounds. But that is going up. And the next one, I think it's nice that Jonas is here, because I think that he actually was the first one that got me into this artist via a record she released. Other than that, I know very little about her. So this is Shirley Collins. And this is a comp on Deeron, favorite Guardland. Looks like that. Look, almost dropped it. So I'm going to give this a spin, but I'm not a comp fan, so I'll probably put this out on for sale in the shop. But it's going to be pretty nice to dive into other stuff of her work. I can't remember the roses something. No roses. I can't remember. It's a beautiful folk record. It's insanely good and a little bit pricey too. Okay, so the next one is Andy Irvin and Paul Brady. Maybe, never heard it. I have no idea. It's on the Charisma label, if I understood correctly. No, Mulligan. I didn't even sample this. I just, when I saw it, because I bundled all of these, I bought like a collection of this folk music. It looked interesting. The price was just like, I can take a chance on that and see if it works. Like, yeah. See, Jonas says no roses. Yeah, check the song "Murder of Maria Martin." Yeah, top UK folk rock. I'm almost like it's almost like my favorite of the top like folk tunes. I see the camera is working back and forth here. I have to check that out, but I won't do that today. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah. Okay, these are the used ones. Then I'm going to show you the new records, like the non-used ones, or retro releases. I don't know what, because I got a private person, so it's not new. It's bought as used, but some are still in plastic and barely played. Anyway, talk about a classic, Mellanväsen, and I don't know if Stefan is still in the comments, but or in the chat, but Stefan knows about this. I guess that Stefan is probably one of the ones that knows the most about Bo Hansson and Hansson and Karlsson and the entire sort of culture surrounding that. On Silence, I have to say that maybe my favorite Bo Hansson record, if you don't count the first one. Again, the second one, the Magician's Hat, is also extremely good. I love that. I love that record. So Cheap Heat, I think, at least. Whoa, the camera is all over the place. Wait a minute. Back. Upper body? No. Close up? No. Group mode? Yeah, sure. Outer framing? Fuck no. Medium. Okay. This was awesome. This is In Wake of Poseidon with textured sleeve. don't know if you can see that. And this is on Pink Island. And I bought this now. I don't know if I have this, if this is earlier than one I have in my collection. If that's the case and this is in better condition, I'm keeping this to myself, putting my own copy out there for sale, so you don't get it. But one copy, early copy will be out in shop pretty soon. But everyone has this. I guess that everyone has that. If they don't, they should be ashamed. I mean, King Crimson is, I think, besides Beatles, my favorite band of all time. Pentangle opened the door a little bit later material, I think. But, I mean, Pentangle for just a few euros, I know. It's a no-brainer. I'll sell in shop. If it doesn't sell, I'll keep it. Also, a Peter Gabriel record I didn't have, so I'm thinking of keeping this also, but I'm putting it up in shop. If anyone wants it, grabs it fast, or else it goes into my own collection. Princeton Sleeps. It's not his best record, not by stretch, but it looks like new. Yeah, cool one. But it's a little bit later, so I think it's a little bit harder to get your hands on, maybe. Or you see it all the time. I don't know. I live in the countryside in the part of Sweden where we don't have any record stores. So what do I know? No. This is like brand new, barely played. It feels like that anyway, and I think it was put out in 2012. So Jackson C. Frank, The Forest of Eden on 10-inch, which is kind of neat. Comes with the CD. There's the label and info sheet or booklet. No sheet. So yeah, Jackson C. Frank. He put out some demos and outtakes, 3 episodes, I think. Not he's dead, but company that some years ago now. I didn't get it. I'm still thinking of like buying it on the used market. But it has my favorite Jackson C. Frank song on it called Marlene. And that is only sort of, I think it's like bedroom recordings or something like that. It's just insane. And he sings about his girlfriend that passed in a big fire that was when he was young. So he was involved with it. I think he got hurt from it too, but his girlfriend died, and she was called Marlene. So he sings about that, and the emotion in that song is just. Let's go for some. Let's go for some chat. Jaglo. Hi, dude. Favorite record store in Stockholm. I always pronounce it the wrong way because it's the best. I think that Stefan is still in the chat. So the best ambulant, I don't know what it's called, movable shop is obviously Meltronen, but as a store, I would say Another Way of Living, I think it's called. That's the store that a few times I've been to Stockholm, I have found the most stuff that I like for good prices. Other than that, for jazz, definitely Andreas and Record Mania. I like a lot of people ask me when they go to Stockholm, and I always say it like I should, if you have time, visit Nostalgiplatset. Because I never buy anything there. I think that the prices are way too high, but they have amazing like inventory, and the rare section is awesome. So you get the chance to at least flip through and see a lot of the stuff that you hardly ever see. So yeah, I think that's my favorite ones. Yeah, a few years ago when I was living in Stockholm for like a year, I was always on Sankt Eriksgatan visiting runt, but I haven't been there for many years, so I can't really say anything of how the inventory is there today. But Gustav, I think he's called, that had that store, is a great guy, so maybe worth a visit too. But Another Way of Living is probably my favorite store, and you can probably ask New Stockholm. I mean, an idea for a living. That's the name of it. Yeah, I'm just talking here. Love Jackson C. Frank. Yeah, I would love to have a first press of that record, maybe one day. He dated Sandy Denny for a while. Did Jackson C. Frank do that? Nah, that's cool. Don't know if I showed this. Yeah, Joni Mitchell, Night Ride Home. A little bit later, Joni Mitchell, 1991. Kind of cool. Never seen this on vinyl. So I'll give this a spin before I put it out in shop, just to see the audio quality of it. She is pretty picky how her record sounded. It feels like that in a way, because they almost always have good sound quality. And also a John Renbaum record, The Black Balloon. Never heard this. Is this a 70s? Yeah, 79. Yeah, so great one. Now let's get into the new records, the reissued new records. This is the two first ones, I think. The second one I know is a used record, and that's for my own collection. So that's coming up in a recent Vinyl Finds video, hopefully in the future. But the future for my Vinyl Finds videos is probably in 2 years, because I have so much stuff to listen to and play that it's just insane. But this feels very like new, maybe unofficial, I don't know. So not a retro, a used record per se. West Bridges on Epic. What the fuck? Stupid camera. No, I don't want auto framing. Yeah, don't know anything about this except for being like late 60s record on Epic, and that should be enough for at least piquing my interest, listening to it, and also having shop. So let me know if you know how that sounds, if it's good, if it's bad. Yeah. So this is the one I actually got for myself from that bundle. This is the 1974 press of Bubble Puppy. So I didn't have any version of this, no reissue, not the first anything, and I got it for a great price. Sorry for that. It's my work. I'm free from work today, but I still have the internal chats. So yeah, awesome record, obviously, and pretty stoked. I'm gonna clean this today, play it. It's a great one. Still looking for Demian 2, which is nice, but getting really pricey. So yeah, that's a nice one. I'm thinking of doing my top 10 want list records that I want to really get in 2025. I saw some videos with that topic, and they were really interesting. So not like I have 3,000 records in my want list on Discogs, so not going through that, but just like picking 10 that I really want to seek out this year and putting up a video, and hopefully maybe someone could help me secure some or one or all. This is also a new one, Alpha Taurus. If Stefan Dimle is still in the chat, he could probably do an entire video on just this record. He is the oracle of Italian prog. I have actually gotten 2 copies of Cork, or CAC, or however you pronounce it. Again, I've never owned a reissue of this. Don't have the first press or an early press of this. So, and I actually bought all these. I bought from a guy on Facebook Marketplace that we started to. He put out these I asked him if he could bundle them, give me a great price, and he saw my name and knew me through YouTube. So he was super cute. Like he gave me a price that was just a little bit too good to be true. But I also makes like I can actually sell it in my shop and make a little bit of a profit. So that's awesome. Sort of like him supporting the channel in a way. So yeah. So there's a new Dawn. Also a new press. And the second cock that he had. So I grabbed both of them. I don't know if they produce these anymore. So you have, I mean, no, this is on the Epic label, but I don't know if Universal was the ones that let this go. Great enough for an audiophile, but bullshit. It's like high definition premium virgin vinyl. Nicest thing you can do to your system, limited edition classic LP. These are not audiophile pressings by any means at all, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't sound good or have the sort of the strength of sounding good. Anyway, moving on. This is the last pile, then I'm gonna let you go. I think I've talked for 46 minutes. Shit. Love for sale. Didn't have this in my shop or in my collection. But this is also a reissue on green vinyl, maybe unofficial, I don't know. Let's see here. The Cooker Lee Morgan Blue Notes. This is a Tone Poet. Amazing Tone Poet record. This was one of the first that was released in the series by Blue Note when it comes to the Lee Morgan stuff. And just as back in the day when they released that, it just skyrocketed. So the Cooker and Cornbread, I think, was shit. This fucking camera, I'm gonna strangle it soon. This and Cornbread was like sold out pretty quickly, and then they had so much records coming out in this series, so it took so long, like 2 years, I think, for them to repress it. I'm losing my shit here. Okay. So yeah, Lee Morgan, the Cooker, great one. Let's see here, the lineup. If you're a Lee Morgan fan, this is a must. Like this is a must. Pepper Adams on baritone sax, which is amazing. Bobby Timmons on piano, Paul Chambers and Phil Joe Jones on drums. Quite the lineup, and cut by Kevin Gray, 180 gram vinyl, sturdy jackets done by Stoughton in the States. Yeah, supervised by John Harley. This is a jazz collector's dream. Okay, so he had this also. I never heard this, so I'm going to sample this first before I sell it. But I have a first UK press of this on Pink Island, so I don't need a repress of it, but I'm really curious in listening to the mix. This is the very famous, I think that a lot of people has this, very famous sort of Steven Wilson mix, 2 LP set, 200 gram vinyl. Don't know why they did that, but it's like, yeah, anyway. So it's going to be awesome to finally hear this, because I could never like, I was curious. I've been curious since it came out. I've been curious on the sound quality and also the mix of it, but I couldn't really sort of make myself put out money on it when I have a really nice first press that sounds like a dream, you know. So finally I get the chance to do that, and then I'll throw it out on my shop. Like the Beatles is the best band ever, but I put this record up at #1, I think, of all records ever recorded. In my case, it's my favorite sort of record that I will always go back to, I think. The one record that opens up the entire sort of progressive scene for me in my teens, going down the rabbit hole, you know. I owe so much to that record. And I don't think I'm alone in that. So this is the Big Bert Ace. Yeah, Big Bert. Big Beat version of Mike Baby's first one. in gatefold, backside. Looks pretty nice. It's a little bit like they could have gotten a better scan for the cover artwork, in my opinion. It's a little bit like, but nice one. Color line in the sleeves. And talk about a classic. Like, yeah, great one. I have a first press of that, so it's going out for sale. And last but I don't think least, and this is, I could do an entire video on just this alone. This is the zombies being here, and this is actually on Repertoire Records. I have a very, very crappy first press of this in the worst condition imaginable, and this. So this is my sort of listening copy. And I have to say, like, the sound quality of these are just so. I got this. I got Odyssey and Oracles also on Repertoire. I had so high expectations of it, and when I played it, but this is many years ago with another system. When I played it, I was so bummed out. Like, it doesn't really sound that good. And now I have a first UK press of Odyssey and Oracles, and that sounds like a dream. So I don't know what happened to the tapes. I know that, I don't know if it's Repertoire or it was another company, but Abbey Road Studios did a half-speed master a few years ago on Odyssey and Oracles. Maybe it's this edition. Anyway, it feels like it's one of the worst mastering places in the world right now. I've heard so much bad shit about releases from that has done the sort of the been done by this half-speed master by Abbey Road Studios. So they should just stop mastering records, really. Yeah, they did, like, I think they did the Roxy Music catalog, and that was just catastrophically bad. Can't remember anymore right on top of my head now, but yeah. So such a, I mean, Odyssey and Oracle, it would be, I don't know if the tapes are still there. If the tapes are still there, they should send that to like Kevin Gray and let Chad do a acoustic sound version or something of that, because that record deserves to have the super treatment. But maybe it's destroyed. Some of you may know. I mean, they've done it on Pet Sounds. They have done it on Sgt. Pepper with the mono treatment that they did for the box set. So it's like one of those staples in early pop and psych that should just have the best sort of pressing ever. So I don't know why they don't do that. So anyway, I think that's it. I'll give you like 2 minutes to write a comment if you want, if you have any questions or if there's something you want me to talk about, or else I'll leave you. I have some housekeeping to do, packing up orders also today, and a shit ton of records to price and put out in shop. So yeah, if you wasn't here in part of the stream, I did I tried to show the promo video for my next exclusive done by Melatonin Records, and the sound quality was just so bad. So I'm gonna leave links so you can watch that on Melatonin, and also I'm putting that up on my YouTube channel so you can watch it there. And because the sound quality is awesome, so obviously live stream didn't do that justice. So anyway, yeah, I think I'll leave you with that. I'll see you next Friday. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. And thank you so much for tuning in live or afterwards. I really appreciate it. Yeah, have a great day, everyone.